Hello.
Hi,
How are
what's
you?
up?
How's it
Can you hear
going?
me?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, perfect. Because my charger, I didn't know my charger's in, so I don't know if you could hear me or not.
My
Yay!
phone's literally always on 10% for some reason. I don't know why.
Literally, and I'm home, so I don't understand how my battery has not been over 20% all
No,
like quarantine. It's crazy.
everything. It's so weird.
Oh, my
I just
sister's
saw you
here. Hey, Chris.
live.
What's up?
So exciting. The colors that you're launching, they're so pretty.
Thanks. I literally just went on my live actually, and I was just like showing all the colors.
I love
So
them.
excited.
Getting me
Happy
excited for
Christmas.
spring.
I know. Seriously, this has been horrible, but good at the same time, I guess.
I know, right?
I don't know.
All right, so I guess let's just get into that. I know you don't have a lot of time because you're launching soon and you're probably super busy. So we could just talk about, you're in like two different worlds, fitness, clothing. How has this all affected you?
Um, affect like this whole quarantine, I guess. Um, so it's been a struggle, obviously, just because of my employees and I have my pop up and everything like that. And I wasn't obviously expecting to have to shut down. Then also everyone that works in my warehouse, we've had to limit the amount of people. And so dealing with employees and stuff like that has been a struggle, and just making sure that I can take care of them, and making sure that they all continue to get paid even without work. So I've been paying them and taking care of them. So that's kind of been a learning experience, obviously, because we're just kind of
Yeah.
figuring it out. I'm fortunate enough to have my family. I know you know this. My family works with me, so my brother and my two sisters, my mom, my dad, help a lot too. So they've been in the warehouse. My little niece, she's been in the warehouse packaging. So it's kind of like all family, and they've been staying 6 feet apart, and like there's Lysol everywhere.
Yeah.
We just got all our packages in from Brazil, like 70 boxes, and they all sat outside for 48 hours to make sure that no one touched them. But yeah, so that's kind of been crazy. It's just been an everyday, it's just like, the unknown is kind of crazy, not
Yeah.
knowing. And I have so many collections planned, and I had so many photo shoots planned that I
Mm-hmm.
had to cancel. And so now I don't really have the content that I was hoping for, but I'm just kind of rolling with it and taking pictures at home, like mirror selfies and stuff, and putting them on my website because like I have nothing else. So hopefully people don't get sick of seeing me. But yeah, so that's been a struggle and so stressful. But the good part, the blessing in disguise, I guess, has been the workout classes. I don't know if you've taken any of them, have you?
Oh yeah, I like it's the only way. I don't like to run, especially with like I don't know what the weather's gonna be, but I get just as like my heart's beating just as fast. I love it so much. And it's like over, your music's awesome. It's
Thanks,
been
babe.
like really great.
You've been like such an OG, like BB girl. You used to take my class back in the day. Like,
Oh yeah, I feel like I'm like I got this. Like I've been doing this for so long, and I
you
like
kill
can't
it.
like
You kill
follow
it in the
anything.
classes.
So like
You're
I
such a
feel
ride or
good. I'm
die.
like yes.
I know. I've been like, there's times where I just like leave the camera and I'm just like, okay, I'm back. I'm just like dead. But yeah,
Yeah,
so it's just
except
been a
when I do
blessing
it
in
at home,
disguise.
like I don't feel like I'll skip a burpee and I'll cheat. But like when I'm in your class, I'm like everyone's doing it. I will not skip any.
And I love how I talk to the camera. I'm like, you can do it. Don't half-ass it. And I'm like, come on, like I can't see anybody. But yeah, so this whole quarantine and coronavirus, it's really been a little bit of a blessing in disguise for the class aspect, because I never thought that I would ever do online classes. A few years back, I had been approached by like certain apps and like, doing a subscription and stuff like that, to do the classes and to scale it.
Mhm.
But at the time I was just when I have my mindset on something, and when I think it, like it's really hard to change my mind. And I just loved the in-person connection. So
Mhm.
that's why I started doing like the winter workout series and doing bigger classes. Because for me, it's like I wanted to reach more people, but I wanted to reach them in person, because I
Mhm.
felt that if I did it virtually, they wouldn't get the same experience. But now I'm like, it's just
It
changed
still
my
works.
entire
Yeah.
life. It's honestly like, I just thank God, I guess, for pushing me out of for like helping me get into this like situation, I guess, because I kind of pushed myself out of my comfort zone, because so many people were saying, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do to work out. I miss your classes so much. And I'm like, all right, I got to do this for them. And then I did it, and I'm like, this is amazing. And everyone's messages and saying they feel like they're with me during the class, and they're just been like so happy. The response has been amazing. So this is definitely something now I'm gonna grow, and
Yeah.
after quarantine I'm going to continue to still do online classes for
That's
sure.
awesome. Like you're like pushed into it and you're like, this works. I mean, I feel like you are talking to everyone. You like don't like sometimes it's hard during live because you like run out of things to say or you feel like you're talking to yourself, but I don't feel like you go through that. So
I can pretty much talk to a wall. So, you know, no, just kidding. It's just, the girls have been so amazing, and the messages I've received, I like have been screenshotting as many as I possibly can so I can like share them one day. But some people just have sent me the most amazing messages that I'm just so motivated, and I feel like it's my mission, like it's kind of like my destiny. Not destiny, that sounds deep, but I feel like it's my purpose to give back like positive energy and like workouts. Like the leggings are awesome, and I obviously love the leggings so much, but the classes are really like my passion, and I think that's what makes my like brand unique. So this whole online experience has been awesome.
And that's what I was going to ask you too the other day when I was watching your class. You were saying how you're not always positive, but it seems that way. So like, what is some advice that you can give to people to, you know, get themselves to that level? Because I mean, it's very easy to fall into like a deep hole during these times. I can't tell you how many I've fallen into, but what are some of your like advice?
I was in one this morning.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going to be an up and down roller coaster, and you know, it's like I said, every day is kind of an unknown. You don't know what's going to happen, and is what makes us like so scared and anxious. For me, I feel like throughout my life, I've always kind of had like these, I'm a really positive person, but I've gone through ups and downs, and, you know, I've gone through struggles and all that kind of stuff. Like, so mentally now I'm at a place where I just have learned to be grateful for what I have in the moment and not allow myself to get like so overwhelmed with all the things that I can't control. Because I would say even like a year ago, even a few months ago, there's situations where it's not in my control, but I want to control it. And right. I want to like be in routine. I want to like know what's going to happen next. And I've learned that I can't do that.
Yeah.
So with this now, I feel like I've almost been like prepped for it. I'm just taking a deep breath and just allowing the moments to come at me when they come, and just, you know, just think on the bright side. I guess there always is a bright side to everything. And I guess when you wake up in the morning, it's really important to just think about, you know, instead of thinking about all the horrible things that are happening and all of the shitty things, like I have nothing to do today. I can't leave my house. Work sucks. My relationship sucks. All this stuff. Instead of thinking about all the negatives, like that aren't going to go away. They're negatives and they're going to probably stay there. But instead of thinking about that, thinking about what's positive and ways that you can improve your life or make the day better or anything like that. I just feel like it's just mindset. I know everyone says it, but I truly believe in having a positive mindset.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
So hard, like, you know.
Some days I'm like, oh, I gotta like really work on getting myself there.
Right, and it's okay to have those days. That's why some days I'm just like, I'm not going on social media. I'm not doing this Instagram thing. I'm just going to kind of turn my phone off and just have a day and like be in a grumpy mood. You know, who cares? You're allowed to have those days. Like, I'm not trying to ever pretend like I'm like, hi, all the time, because that's definitely not the truth. And if my family's watching, they know that for sure.
And then another question I had for you. So you built this brand from scratch as all your idea. I feel like I personally have had like a bazillion ideas at this time. I'm sure people at home have probably had better ones that they could actually like turn into something.
What your ideas
like,
are me.
I'm like, oh, let's invent something. But
I love that.
What advice do you have for people who actually have a legitimate idea to like take it to the next level once we're out of this, or even like take advantage of this time?
That's an amazing question. And my whole thought is you have to figure out the why first. So I always tell people, like, they're like, how do you start your business? To be honest, like, I didn't go to business college. I had never even like made a pair of leggings or designed leggings in my entire life. My background was in dance, but I just knew that my passion was to help people, and the fitness world was just like kind of similar to dance. So when I started the classes, it was just this organic thing that happened, and it just, I was so passionate about it. And I knew that the why was like, I want to be somebody that people remember. Like, I want to impact people's lives, and I want to use my dance background to help people, you know, just live healthier lifestyle and just be a happier person, and, you know, all that stuff. And then the leggings came about because I was wearing leggings. So it was kind of this like organic thing. It wasn't, I always tell people, don't just do something for the $1 to make $1. Like, don't do things for the money. If you're doing it the right way, if you're hard work, if you're a hard worker, if you stay authentic, if you believe in yourself and like never quit, the money's gonna come, you know? But don't
Mhm.
do it just for, I want to be a business owner, I want to be a CEO, or I want to be like Kelly, so I want to do this. Like I always say, I don't want, aspire to be like people, but don't want to imitate somebody just because of what they have. Want what you are gonna get for yourself, because what you're meant to have, you will have. And so I just believe in like, if you want to start a business, but you have an idea, write it all down. I have notebooks from like the so long ago that I actually found when I was organizing, of just like ideas, like I want to do a photo shoot outside with this and this, and like I would just write random ideas down. And I actually recently just found it. I'll actually, maybe I'll share it one day. But writing your ideas, figuring it out why you want to do it, and then start figuring out like how you're gonna do it. But don't do it because why? Oh, because I need money.
Right.
Because if it's that, you will fail.
Right.
If Because the money will always come. And I think that it's important to take risks, of course, but don't just quit your job and say, okay, I'm going to be a CEO and I'm going to start selling water bottles. Like, don't make a smart decision, you know what I mean? Like, work on your passion project on the side, spend time thinking about it, brainstorming, and then it, when you start a business, you have to be the business. So you have to live, breathe, eat, everything, sleep the business. So that's why being a business owner isn't for a lot of people.
Mhm.
Sometimes working for a CEO is even more fulfilling because you don't have to deal with all the bullshit. Excuse my language. But yeah, I think that if you have an idea, I think it's amazing. I hope that whoever's watching, if you do have an idea, and if you're passionate about it, you go for your dreams. I think it's so important. You have one life to live, so you kind of have to go for it. Because if you don't go for it, then what's the point? If you feel like for a second you're going to regret the fact that you didn't go for it, then do it. Because I hate that feeling of regret. And that's kind of how I've always lived my life. If I feel it, I go ahead and do it. And my family always says that about me. Like, if it's in my heart, it's happening 100%. Like, there's not one person that can like hold me back. So hope that
And
answers
that's good too,
it.
because like your passion for it will push through anyone that's like, oh, like I don't know about that idea, or they're like trying to steer you another way, or if even someone tells you that it's a bad idea, like if you have enough passion, then you can kind of like push through that and like get to the goal and whatever you want to create or put into this world.
Exactly. And someone just wrote, what if you can't find your passion? That is such a common thing to do. I feel super blessed that I had a passion at a very young age. But finding passion is probably the hardest part.
Mhm.
Um, so I don't think that everyone is going to do exactly what they're 100% passionate about. But I think that you can do something that like makes you happy, or be surrounded around people that inspire you, so that when you're in that place, that can possibly push you to another place, and then that place could be your passion, if that makes sense. But I think your surroundings and your mentality is what kind of gets you to finding out what that passion is. If you're just at a desk and you're miserable and you're like online shopping, or just like falling asleep at your desk, like you're never going to get to your passion. That's clearly not your passion. So if you aren't like striving to be around people that lift you up and inspire you to be better, or if you're in a surrounding that you enjoy, if you're doing something, anything in an environment that you enjoy, you'll eventually find that inner passion for what that may be. I don't know if that makes sense. Hopefully it does, but
I think it doesn't, like during this time. I think if you're like at home and you know that you're passionate about something because you can't wait to go back and do it once everything's back to normal, or if you're
right,
not feeling that way, you're like,
right,
oh, I don't want to go back into the office or whatever that you're doing, then maybe this is a good
exactly.
time to like figure it out and like.
That's so true. It honestly is definitely an amazing time to figure out. I think that this time is a lot about self-reflecting, and of course there's so many horrible things that are going on right now, and oh, it's so stressful. And like, to say that I'm not anxious would be a lie. I'm super anxious, especially when I turn on the news. But I also, like I said, to be grateful for something every single day, or find something, at least one thing a day that you're grateful for. One of it for me is, it's like self-reflecting
Mhm.
and doing little things to better myself internally. So it's just little things that I've been doing. But I think this is a great time for us to self-reflect and really figure out like, okay, we just spent 2 months of our year inside. How are we going to spend the other 10 months like outside? How are we
Yeah.
going to live our best lives for the rest of this year and close out 2020 and make it memorable, you know, in a positive way? Not forget about what we're going through. When we get past this, which we will get past it 100%, I have so much faith that we'll get past this and we'll be stronger than ever. But once we get past it, it's like, how are we going to live the rest of this year? And those are the things that excite me. And I just, now I'm just so eager to like live it to the fullest and do as much as I can and interact with people. And do you know what I'm saying? So hopefully we can take this time to really figure out what we love to do, who we love to be around, what's important in life, and make that our focus.
Yeah. And oh, someone said too, start with your hobbies. That's a good place to figure out what your passion is, which I think is a good idea. And again, especially right now when you have some extra time when you're not like busy with everything, go for it.
Totally. Totally.
Get
Hobbies
into
are
it. Find
amazing.
someone on Instagram that you like and like stalk them and figure out what they're doing.
Yes, I love that. I do that all the time. I love looking at inspiration from other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, like go on like YouTube, see, just I don't know, type in something that you like. I love makeup, so I type in makeup, and I'll just watch beauty tutorials. I don't want to be a beauty blogger, but I enjoy watching it. It makes me feel happy. It makes me feel like distracted from the rest of the world,
Yeah.
and it's just like this like calming feeling when I just watch someone like doing their makeup. I love doing things like that. So just kind of doing things that you enjoy, and hobbies are super important. Like I know that we can't just all quit our jobs and start doing our passion. Like that's not responsible, and I'm not telling people to do that. I think that it's really important to make sure that you can provide for yourself, that you're taken care of, that you have food on the table, that you're being responsible, because that's obviously the most important part. Clearly what we're going through right now kind of
Right.
is a test to that. But also as you're doing that, working on something that's your passion, whether it be playing basketball on the weekends or taking makeup classes, you know, after work, or reading about fitness. I don't know, whatever it is, doing something on the side, even if it's for a few hours a week. All of a sudden something could just like pop in your head. You could get an opportunity. You never know. Just don't shut any doors, you know? It's keep the doors open and allow just things to flow.
I think that's good advice, and hopefully someone will follow their passion and get something out of this. All right, so the last part of this is, I don't know if we have time to take some questions after,
I have time.
Okay, cool. So we'd love to
I don't have to cook dinner tonight, so boyfriend already ate. And now he's playing video games, so I'm just gonna make a smoothie and we're good.
So what are the 3 takeaways that we can send everyone off with, you know, thoughts to take from this chat that we've had? I know I told you this in advance, so it gave you some time to think about it.
I didn't even think about it. What's better? It's gonna be authentic.
All right.
I didn't think about it. Just
love it.
I don't like to rehearse, you know? Girl, it's I
like it. I like it. It's casual. It's genuine. It's organic.
Organic. Everything's organic. All right, tell me, girl. Hit me.
All right. So 1, I think we talked about finding your passion, so that's a good one. And then you take the next 2. Go.
Finding your passion. Keeping a positive mindset even when you don't feel positive, and pushing yourself. Just like you have to train your body, you have to train your mind. You have to train your mind, and it's something that I'm working on. I'll work on it for the rest of my life, and hopefully you guys will too. But just like you're training your body, you have to train your mind to think positively, and to, when you feel negative thoughts or this anxiety come about, try to learn how to like flip it and get control of it. Take a breath and be in control of your own thoughts. Don't allow your thoughts to control you and bog you down. You have to work on that. It's a practice. It's not like something you can just be like, oh, I'm not anxious anymore, you know? Anxiety is a real thing, and I've had it my entire life. So I've just really learned to be in control of my emotions, and I'm still working on it, but allowing yourself to just, you know, kind of flip that switch and say, everything's gonna be okay. I know I'm anxious right now. I'm feeling all these emotions, but there's other things going on that are positive, or I'm gonna go work out, or I'm gonna go take a walk outside. It's really important that you guys are getting like walk outside, get some fresh air. I know we can't be out, but getting some fresh air, doing workouts, eating healthy, sleeping, even though I know it seems like we're like at home, making sure you're getting good rest. Like even though it feels like we're resting
That's
all the time, making sure
yeah.
the rest is a quality rest and not like anxious rest or you're Netflixing until 3 in the morning and
That's literally exactly what I've been doing. It's so bad. And I'm like, we talked to someone that does like mattresses last week, and they're like, shut down before you go to bed. I'm like, oh, so I'm not scrolling through TikTok. That's not the best way to shut down before bed.
No, it's so true. That's how I am. I've been trying to like turn my phone off after like 11 o'clock.
That's
It's
probably,
just
yeah.
not be on my phone or the computer because I feel like now we're just so, the only thing we have to do is technology. And I'm guilty of it, but I've been finding moments where I'm just like, okay, I'm leaving my phone downstairs for at least 2 hours and I'm not going to look at it. You need to like disconnect because the technology is actually going to cause more anxiety.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. It totally does. Cause it's all news and like what's happening, what's going to happen. You're like,
yeah. And it's all these people like posting all the time. And you're like, oh my God, should I be posting? Or like everyone's working out and it's like, should I be working out? Like do what you want to do. Like live it for you. Don't look at other people's Instagrams. Get inspired by them. Hopefully like what I'm posting, I want to inspire you guys, motivate you guys, but I don't want it to feel like make you anxious, like I said, turning on the news, Instagram, everything like that is just so much content and so much news and all this stuff, and it just is draining. So I really recommend turning off the technology for a little bit every day. And water, whoever said that, yes,
yeah.
water. I'm also drinking this drink I just got at Whole Foods. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna get it because I need to share it with you guys.
What is it?
Best tasting thing ever. 1 second. I'm wearing like tiny little shorts. Hold on.
She's scooting away. I'm a sucker for anything from Whole Foods, so I'm excited to hear about this.
Okay.
And water, honestly, best skincare tip right now is hydrate. Ooh.
It's called Urban Remedy Organic Turmeric Boost with low glycemic lemonade. It has lemon, stevia, and turmeric. I don't know. It's the best tasting thing ever. Over ice. Whoa.
Sold. Literally anything from Whole Foods. Anything that's like.
It's a little pricey. It's worth it. Oh, and CBD. Lots of CBD. My sister's saying CBD. I love CBD.
Oh yeah, CBD, seriously, to help you relax during this time. And like lavender and all the oils and everything.
I know. Are we answering people's questions? Everyone needs to follow Vega. Also, I'm going to give you guys a shout out now. Anyone who's watching. Oh, okay. Vega is my favorite place. They do all of my facials, and I highly recommend you guys go visit them, give them a follow. I've been going to you guys for how long? Almost 3 years.
It's been a while, yeah.
Meredith is
our OGs too.
My girl. Help with blackheads. Charcoal mask.
Blackheads. Skincare, water. We have a lot of recommendations for skincare, so go check it out. It's like all we can do right now is just take care of it and like build the foundation for when we get out of here.
Don't.
As much as we want to, do not.
Don't.
Someone's asking if you have any CBD products or brands that you like.
Yeah, so I do. I use Boston Empire and then CBD Source. Those are my two. So I can kind of, let me see if I can write them in here. Hold on. Let me see if I can type them in. I have two brands that I love. Oh wait, I can't do this. Can we share it after?
Yeah, totally.
Why is it not letting me do this? I'm like so not good with technology, guys. So CBD Source, what's their Instagram handle? CBD Source.
I think it's CBD Source. Yeah, CBD Source online. I think.
Can you type it in there? Because it's not like
yeah, we'll post it after, and we'll make sure it's up there.
And Boston Empire at Boston Empire. Yeah. Liz, can you do CBD Source too? Those two, they're both amazing.
Oh, perfect. Oh, so helpful.
Hey, I know my sister. That's both my sisters right there.
I love it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, thank you
so
for
fun.
talking with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
And hopefully everyone feels inspired. That's the whole point of why we do these talks, is to like get everyone's brains thinking about new ideas and inspiration, and let you know that everyone's going through the same stuff and how we can make the best out of it.
This is so nice. I'm literally so glad we did this.
Yes, me too. And Kelly's new line launches tomorrow. The colors are so pretty. We're so excited.
I'm super excited. So
And she's doing a ton of giveaways on her
I'm also
page.
doing a
So
workout. I'm doing a workout tomorrow at 5:30.
oh, I'm there. I'm there.
On IG Live. It's gonna be so good. We're gonna go in. I want to crush everybody. Yay!
Please, I love
Thank
it. I want to
you.
be sore the next day. It's my favorite thing.
Oh, we're gonna be so sore. I'm teaching Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Yeah. My plan is to like by Monday not be able to walk. So
That's perfect.
all right. Well, thanks for having me.
Alrighty, well, have a good night. Enjoy your day.
Bye. Bye. Love you too. See ya.
Bye.